This is SW Outdoors, and like I told you in the beginning of this channel when I first started, about the DDM 3x3 tarp that I use, and I'm here to give you a review on how I carry it, the things about it, some specifics, and descriptions, dimensions, and all that good stuff, guys. So as always, stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Thanks for staying tuned. Well, like I said, I'm coming at you with the DD Tarp 3x3 meters. And literally what that is just a 10-foot by 10-foot tarp, which comes in olive green. That is what I wanted to purchase. And here's the bag that it comes with. It's literally the same color and the same material as what the tarp is, which is 190T polyester made tarp with PU coating. It comes with 4 guidelines and 4 pegs, and like I said in my other video, it comes with 19 attachment points. So it's a pretty big tarp, and it comes with a lot of things, so you can make different configurations and cover a wide spread of your tent or yourself as far as camping with the tarp on the ground, in a bivvy, or whatever you guys like. I don't carry it in the bag that it came with because I wanted more a secure bag and something that I can compact it a little bit more compared to just using the pull ties and the bungee, or the, what it came with. So I put it in this outdoors product, 6 to 8 ounce, actually 6 to, I wouldn't say, yeah, something like that. You guys know it's in the description of one of my previous videos, which I will post in this and put the link down to everything like I always do. And I put it in this outdoors dry bag, so when it does rain and the next day, if there's condensation or dew on it, I don't have to throw it in my bag and get all wet, or water seep out through the hole in the top of this. I can always put it in this, wrap it up, and keep all the rest of my gear dry so that nothing gets wet if this is wet. So I put it in this bag that I've even labeled tarp, as if, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm going to be opening this up, guys. I'm not just going to keep the video as far as this being in the bag and not showing you how big it is, the length and everything, what I use it for. I'm going to continue this video outside and show you a couple setups that I will use it for, and that I am using for now as far as camping. I guess probably summer month, maybe all through, the 4 seasons, summer, spring, fall, and winter. Maybe winter, maybe not. I might bring a tent and just use this as a cover. So if it does snow, snow won't, land on my tent and, slag my tent in. I will have this covered up over the tent, so it'll all fall on the tarp and not on the tent. So maybe I might use that setup, maybe coming into the winter months. But just stay tuned, guys, and let's head outside. Go outside. Let me actually show you why I like to keep it compact this way, as small as it is, just so if I have like a day pack. This is just a old surplus military, camelback, but I took the bladder out and I use this for just day walks and all that stuff. And I can show you why I like to have it this way instead of in the stuff bag that it comes with, so that I can actually stick this in here and zip this up, and now I can use this bag, put some food in it, as well as my stove kit, and have an overnighter, and just carry as compact as possible and still be good, because I have my sleep system in here. I can throw this out, and I have a bivvy liner, so I really don't need. This is just for like a summer setup, not for a winter or stuff like that. I can use this for a summer and spring setup, so that I can just bring my bivvy, because it's gonna be warm. I can just cover up, lay down under this, and set it up in the configuration that I'm going to show you guys outside. And yeah, I like it that way because it's small, compact, and it doesn't take up much room that if it was into this bag. So stay tuned, guys. We're headed outside. Thanks.
Well, hey guys, it's SW Outdoors. We're here outside so I can show you how I use the tarp and ways that I'm going to be using the tarp coming into the fall and into the winter months. So stay tuned, guys. I'll show you some configurations. So hey guys, I'm going to show you a couple setups, things that I'm going to be using to set up as far as, winter. I'm going to use my primary setup that I use for the tarp, probably for the, summer, the spring, and the fall, because it's not getting too chilly. But when it comes into the winter months, it's going to be snowing a little bit more, and I want to make sure that I have, complete warmth and comfort as far as if there was to be a good amount of snow falling, it's not going to, sag in the tarp setup. So I'm not probably going to even use it as just a single. I'm probably going to get a tent, then use the tarp to cover up my tent, so I'm not having any issues as I'm sleeping in the night. So here's how I'm setting it up. This is my primary setup for the tarp.
So as you can see, it's pretty wide tarp.
So I have just regular standard tent pegs, but I'm probably going to be, leaning towards starting to try and make my own pegs out of wood, so it'll be less gear that I'm carrying. So for right now, for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to be using just standard tent pegs. This ground is a little rocky, so bear with me, guys. One man cameraman, unfortunately. But you can see that it honestly doesn't take much time to set this up. I gotta find out where my trekking pole is. So bear with me, guys. So I'm gonna set this up by using my homemade trekking pole. I'm gonna take this with me all the time. Yes, it's always good to help give you traction as far as hiking and walking and climbing up hills and all that stuff. So always, guys, it's always good to have a trekking pole to help set up your shelter, or even protect you from small vermins or something like that. So it's always good to have a trekking pole, guys. So I have these pre-tied. I'm probably off camera, so you may not be able to see me, but if you do, I do have these already pre-strung. So when it comes to setting it up, I'm not having to fidget, mess with anything, to be able to set up this thing as fast as possible. So in case it is raining, I'm not having any issues. So, if you guys are really watching this video, y'all might see the quality in the video change, and that's just because I acquired a new phone, so the quality is going to be different from the beginning of this video to the end of it. So, bear with me, guys. The future videos that I may have are going to get a little bit better now thanks to this camera. So, I'm pretty happy. My other half is pretty happy. So, we're happy to have what we have now, and we're pretty good at where we're at. So, we're doing better. So, I use an adjustable guideline in most of all of my ties, so it'll be easier to, you know, pull the tension. So if it does start to sag, or, you know, you can always tighten it up easy. And you probably have seen this in most of my pictures and the picture that I posted on Instagram. But yes, this is my primary tent setup for, like I said, for the summer, spring, and probably most of the fall, and going into the winter. I'll show you my next setup for that. And all it is my tent that I showed you in one of my videos. And I'm just gonna put the tarp over it and hang it over it, so that any snow that may fall, the tarp will catch it and not fall onto me. So, as you can see, guys, this is my primary camp setup. This is what I'm going to be using for most of the whole season. And it honestly doesn't take too long to set up. You know, most videos that you've probably seen of this setup, they say it takes a little while, but honestly, I don't feel like it takes. Once you get to camp, settle down, throw it out there, and I feel like you're good once you have it. You could probably see a difference in the hair, maybe, but I don't know if you guys care. Maybe you guys are in the North Carolina area. Stop by Charlotte. My brother-in-law actually owns a haircut studio, and his name is Christopher Studio, and I'll give links to his page if he has one, and I'll give you directions if y'all are, or if you guys are in the Charlotte area, to go and visit him. He does great cuts. He has great clientele that I can see of, and I mean, I'll look better than what I was in my previous videos. So shout out to him, guys, and thanks for continuing watching. So guys, here's the tent setup, and I'm gonna give you a 360 view of it. So yeah, as I saw from most videos on YouTube, and the way that this sets up, I mean, they say it's good between, you know, strong winds and rain. So in here in North Carolina, it does rain more than anything. So I like it. Now I do have this tie point right here, so that I can pull this out a little bit more, and also peg down this as well. But I folded. This may be different looking from the most that you watch on YouTube of how to, you know, set this up, but I usually fold this back in just so that I can have a ground sheet under here. And you know, I still throw down a small tarp, that the blue tarp that I have, and I still throw it down just to have extra, you know, cushion from the ground. And I still have my thermal rest, so I still use that. But I like this setup. I like the way that I have it compared to what, you know, most may have of this configuration. So this is literally what, you know, I'm gonna be using for most of the year. So I'm liking it. You know, Ben likes it, right, buddy? Go inside. Ben, go inside. Come on. Go inside. Go. There you go. So this may be a long video for some, but I am gonna time lapse the next video of the tent and tarp setup. So stay with me, guys. So that's the end of the video, or at least the setup video, and I'll give you a 360 walk around like I did the other one, just to show you the quick setup. And I'm gonna do this for just my winter, and that's just because the tarp will help keep me from the snow, and then I'll still be able to stay inside a warm tent instead of using the open mouth of what I had for that tent and get pretty cold in there. So I'm getting eaten up by bugs, guys, so I'm gonna hurry up and wrap up this video for today. So here's a 360. So I set it up. Yes, it's on a little bit of a hill just because I had to connect it over here to to the dish. So I had to connect it to the dish because this is all I got for right now is my backyard space. But this is the back of the tent. I know I have it sticking out a little bit, but I was trying to hurry up and get this tent and tarp set up real quick because, as you can see, these mosquitoes are freaking eating me up. So that's the back. Let's get over here. And this is the whole front end of the tent and tarp setup. So that's the front. Let me get down just a little bit so you can see it. And so this is what I'm going to be using to sleep in. And, you know, I'm going to have a sleeping bag and all that other stuff to keep me warm instead of just the tent. But I have all this. This is my winter setup, especially when I go up into the mountains in Boone towards the winter. It's going to be snowing like crazy. And up towards Virginia and all that. So this is everything, guys. So it's been a crazy video. So thanks for staying tuned. So like, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, guys. And comment, guys. Give me anything. Give me some feedback. Give me something. So, as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.